I'm Will Lehman. The young pianist Yvonne Rogers has released her sophomore effort on Pyroclastic Records, a solo piano album called The Button Jar. Let's check it out. That's Luster, the first track on The Button Jar by pianist Yvonne Rogers. It is probably the main reason that some critics have used the word minimalism in referring to Rogers' music. I don't think that quite captures it. I first heard Rogers playing on the new album Elephant by trumpeter Adam O'Farrell, and I thought she was a defining element of what makes that album one of the year's very best. Rogers has a knack for playing patterns that grab your ears, though they're not necessarily minimal. Here she is on O'Farrell's Curves and Convolutions, playing a faster, but similarly hypnotic pattern. Yvonne Rogers playing on Adam O'Farrell's latest release. That kind of rhythmically compelling patterning is all over her new solo piano album, The Button Jar. Like most jazz musicians of her generation, Rogers is not constrained by playing inside or outside established harmonies. She goes where the music takes her, and she can sound both fresh and sometimes under the spell of her jazz piano ancestors. Here is her tune, Monkey's Fist, where you can hear her fascination with repetition again. Let's see what jazz pianist it brings to your mind. Hearing Yvonne Rogers' hopping left hand on Monkey's Fist, I detect traces of the very first solo piano album from the 1970s by Chick Corea. The story goes that ECM Records originally wanted that album to be a set of duets between Corea and his bandmate with Miles Davis, Keith Jarrett. It didn't work out. Chick made Piano Improvisations Volume 1, and Keith made his own solo album called Facing You. Yvonne Rogers comes from both of those players. Listen to her channel Jarrett on Little Dance. That's the lyrical side of Yvonne Rogers from her new album, The Button Jar. She has an abstract and thorny element of her playing too, and I like that just as much. On Scatter and Sort, she uses an irregular popping rhythm, and a melodic approach that grabs the sour side of Thelonious Monk while still keeping things playful. Pianist Yvonne Rogers grew up on a rural part of the coast of Maine, and her playing sometimes reflects a peaceful, slightly chilly beauty that suggests her youthful environment, just the way we feel like Pat Metheny's writing suggests the open plains and rolling hills of Missouri. Several of the performances on Rogers' new album suggest landscapes. I particularly like Cloud Corral. This solo piano album from the young Yvonne Rogers consists of 14 original compositions, with only one performance longer than 5 minutes. It is both a set of charming miniatures and a thesis statement that creeps up on you from behind. Yvonne Rogers is playful, she's serious, she has composing and improvising craft, and she channels the history of jazz piano through her unique perspective. What a great start.